Hey everybody, it's Darren Scott Monroe. And you know what? It's a weird thing. Somebody in my experience, when I see stuff like this and I say, oh man, lightning product creation, yeah, right, okay. And we've all seen the little logo man, the little blank logo guy here. And, I'm sitting there like, okay, here we go again, yeah, well. But then something happened. You know what happened? I got an email that talked about the fact that there were, I don't know, it was about 10 or 15 ways to create products really quick. Now, usually I only talk about two specific ways to create products. So when I see that, I say, well, maybe I'm not thinking about this the right way. Let me look at this and take a look and see, if, I know it's not going to be anything that's new, but maybe it's a good reminder and I can actually combine it with some of the things I'm already doing. So my point here is that you're not too big of a deal or big of a sale or whatever to, just ignore this. If you know everything, then maybe you shouldn't get this product. If you're a know-it-all and you know everything and you already know it, this isn't going to bring up anything that you don't know as much as remind you what you should know and what you should be applying right away. Here's what I mean by that. It's one thing to have products that you would naturally no-brainer think of. But remember, we are in the information overload age, not the information age, all right? So we're really in the age of aggregation versus information. We're trying to filter out all of the stuff that we're dealing with, right? So with all of this stuff that we have, we sometimes need a quick reminder on what matters most. What I mean by that is that's not a personal development thing. That's me telling you what matters most as far as product creation. And what Mr. Doherty is bringing up in this presentation, which I think is absolutely great, is that he's giving you a mind map, a roadmap on great product creation ideas that I think are going to really benefit you tremendously. So I really think you should get this. It's worth the money. I mean, it's next to nothing. You're getting this thing for less than $10. You get a chance to learn about this, and he points out all of the cool free tools. That's what's really cool too. They point out the free tools that you can use, whether it's audio, video, written, whatever have you. And this is really, who is this for? Let's talk about that, and because I'm obviously not a newbie, but I just love it as a great reminder on things I could be doing. There's so many things coming at me at once. It's a great reminder on what I could be doing. And if you're a newbie, it's a great introduction to what you should be doing. All right. So as a, old schooler, it's a reminder of, wow, this, I didn't thought about doing some of these things in years. And I remember telling people about it. It's like, oh, Jesus, I wish I had thought, because you get to working and focusing on delivering products and, you kind of forget some of the things that you can really do to optimize your sites and optimize your products and optimize your sales on the front end and on the back end and all of that great stuff. So I think that this is for newbies, of course, first. But if you're one of those people who may just be so inundated with so much information, you just kind of forgot about all of the great product options that you have as far as creation quickly, go for it. It's not, it's worth it. Don't go for it if you're one of those people like, I know everything about product creation on the face of the earth. This will be nothing new for me, because, that's just a waste of somebody's time for you to buy something and then send that horrible, I want a refund because it's nothing new from what I've seen before. Don't waste your time and do it then. I think what you should focus on, just looking at all the material you have. But if you're brand new and you need some direction, I highly recommend it. If you are a person who's been busy like me, who creates all sorts of products, it's great to go back to basics, because simplicity rocks. It really does. And that's what I think is going to help someone who might be an intermediate or higher person, because he talks about simplicity. That's the key word I'm looking at here. If you're not a newbie, simplicity. You're looking for simple. Put it together. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just solve a problem. All right. So there you go. That's really what I think is great. It comes with the resource guide, again, with the free tools. It's very simple. It's not any big resource. It's very simple. Boom. Click and anybody can pull this off. And, you know, I'm recommending this to people. I bought it, by the way. I bought it for the record. And what I wanted to, you know, really get people into. And by the way, they didn't know I was doing this video. Nobody asked me to do this video. I did it because I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. For new people, it's worth it because you may need some just straight, simple directions with straight, simple resources. And it comes in the form of MP3, video, some guides, and a great mind map, which Keith goes over in the video. So it's really great. But then also, you know, for intermediate people, again, if you want to go back to basics, again, simplicity for those intermediate people, it'll help bring you back to simplicity. Because, you know, some of us get grandiose in our ideas and we get so complicated that, you know, we've been there, done that, so nobody would want to do that because we've been there, done that. We're wrong. You know, simplicity always wins, is true. And, you know, it's great to be reminded of that. So, by all means, go for it. I bought it, and I think you should definitely go for it. It's a great way to outline. As long as you're willing to do something about it, take some action on it, and you're not one of those know-it-all serial refunding sons of... You're not one of those people who say, I've seen this before. Oh, I'm not telling you this is anything you haven't seen before. I'm saying that for intermediate people or even advanced people, it's a great back to basics. You know, look at it like this. We've all seen buildings, but sometimes we just need to see the trees or just look up at the sky. You know, simplicity. All right. I think that's the great way to go, and definitely go for it. All right. This is Darren Scott Monroe. Thanks so much.